I'm at the Double D trailer factory. This is not a Double D trailer, and we just want to take a few moments to point out a couple of items for you guys to be looking at when you're trailer shopping. Not necessarily trying to put down anybody else's product, but just give you a few pointers on how certain manufacturers do things and how your new Double D trailer is made. Help you guys make a more educated decision. We walk inside. One thing to point out that many customers do not realize is that horse trailer manufacturers oftentimes are not the same folks that do the trailer interior. For example, this trailer was built by one company, the interior was done by another company. The problem that we run into with that, I'll give you an example. Let's say if the roof leaks on this trailer and it damages the interior lining, who's going to make that repair? The conversion company's not going to do it because they didn't build the trailer. The trailer company may fix your roof, but they're not going to pay for the damages on the inside. So it's just something to point out. Your new Double D trailer, all safe tacks are built in the factory, and the living quarters are done in-house, so you have one stop for warranties and everything. Double D trailers will use custom handmade cabinets. This particular trailer does use real wood, which I like. It's not a press board or a particle board, but what looks appealing to the eye, you can see, I don't know if you can get a close-up of that, Brian. Yeah, you can see, I mean, the doors are just not very solid. It's a thin built door, and the purpose behind that is just to save on cost, to try to get it down. And if you look on the inside, it's not that big of a deal, but this particular company used a carpet. The glue's already come off in there. They didn't do a whole lot of trim inside, and of course your new Double D trailer, we don't do that. Another thing to point out, many companies in living quarters, they'll really skimp trying to save on cost. They'll use these mini blinds, whereas we use a day and night combination shade. So just be aware of what you're buying and look at the fit and the finish and the attention to detail of whatever you do decide to purchase. At Double D trailers, you have the option of doing custom handmade cabinets. Everything is built in-house. It's all real wood, no press board or prefabricated. Another thing to point out before we walk around to the back would be the doors. Most horse trailer manufacturers, I apologize for the sun, most horse trailer manufacturers do not build their own doors. They'll use an RV camper door company. That's okay. The problem with a camper door is they're easy to warp, and I'm not going to push this very hard because I don't want to bend it. You got a close-up of that? Yeah, I always like to do, just a warp test on a door so that you can see how those doors are. If we take a look at the side escape door, we're going to have the same thing. We'll show you before the video is over how a door should be. Alright, I want to walk around to the one last thing to point out on this that I'm not happy with on this design, and there's nothing wrong with it, but oftentimes folks like to use your front stall escape door as a mud room where you can exit, enter in and out through this pass-through door and then go into your dressing room or your living quarters. First of all, there's not a walk-through door in this wall, which I'm not happy about that. We do a walk-through door standard in all living quarters so that you can pass from front to back. That's very important for camping. And the other thing too is if you choose a front stall escape door, we're going to have a camper door latch on this so that you can actually get in and out of the door from the inside. There's not one on this particular brand of trailer. So the only way to open and close the door is to just use this exterior latch. Another thing too, you see this is small stuff, but I'm fumbling around trying to get this latch. I have to have both hands. I'll show you at the end of the video an alternative style of latch where it's one-hand operation. One other thing to point out I keep seeing things as I'm walking around. While we're standing here, a lot of companies, including this particular manufacturer of trailer, this is an all aluminum 3-horse slant, 4-foot short wall. So it's a fairly typical trailer that you see in the industry. And the window latches are up high. And unfortunately, a lot of height challenged people, short people, are not able to reach those. The window functions fine. It's just difficult to reach. And again, I'll show you at the end of the video an alternative style of window. Double D trailers, we use a mid-latch style window where the latch is actually here. Just makes it a lot easier to reach and easier to get to.